What if I told you that there is a simple, natural spice, something so small it could sit quietly on your fingertip, that holds the power to awaken energy, restore circulation, and reignite the body's inner vitality? A spice so unassuming that most people overlook it every single day, sitting unnoticed in their kitchen cabinets, waiting for the right moment to reveal its true potential. Imagine that for just 60 seconds a day, by chewing this tiny ingredient, you could trigger a powerful biological response within your body. No pills, no expensive supplements, no side effects, just the wisdom of nature doing what it was designed to do. It may sound unbelievable at first, but that disbelief fades quickly once you understand the science, the history, and the profound physiological changes that follow this small, consistent habit. In recent years, there has been a growing movement toward rediscovering traditional remedies, those simple, time-tested elements of nature that once served as the foundation of health and wellness before modern pharmaceuticals took over. Among these natural agents, few have shown such remarkable results across multiple areas of well-being as the clove. This humble dried flower bud, often used in cooking or seasonal drinks, hides within it a potent compound known as eugenol. When released through gentle chewing, eugenol and other active components begin interacting almost immediately with the body's circulatory, hormonal, and nervous systems. The result is not a temporary stimulant effect like caffeine, but a deep, foundational restoration of balance, energy, and vitality. The problem for many men and women over 60 is not that their bodies are failing them, but that their internal systems have grown quiet dormant from years of underuse, poor circulation, or chronic stress. The natural energy and hormonal balance that once fueled their strength and focus remain locked away, waiting for the right signal to reawaken. Clove provides that signal. Through its natural vasodilatory and anti-inflammatory effects, it restores proper blood flow, supports hormone production, and calms an overworked nervous system. This isn't a miracle or a fad, it's biology responding to a consistent natural input. The journey toward renewed energy begins with understanding what happens inside the body when this spice is chewed. Within seconds of placing a clove in the mouth and gently biting down, its essential oil is released and absorbed directly through the gums and mucous membranes. This method of absorption bypasses the digestive system, allowing the active compounds to enter the bloodstream quickly. The first response is vascular. Eugenol works as a vasodilator, relaxing stiff and constricted blood vessels. As the vessels widen, circulation improves, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to tissues that may have been undernourished for years. People often describe a subtle warmth spreading through the chest and abdomen, a sign of renewed blood flow. Improved circulation has far-reaching effects. It supports heart health, enhances brain oxygenation for mental clarity, and revitalizes muscle performance. For men, increased blood flow also means better erectile function and improved hormonal response, as testosterone levels are naturally influenced by vascular health. For women, it means improved skin tone, energy regulation, and cognitive sharpness. The same mechanism that makes clove powerful in cardiovascular wellness also makes it effective in restoring youthful vitality throughout the body. But clove's benefits extend beyond the circulatory system. It exerts a direct influence on hormone balance. Studies have shown that eugenol supports the body's natural testosterone production while helping regulate cortisol, the stress hormone that, when elevated, suppresses libido, energy, and focus. By reducing stress levels and supporting hormonal equilibrium, the body is better equipped to rebuild strength and confidence. This dual action of calming the mind while energizing the body creates a stable foundation for long-term vitality. The second major mechanism involves the nervous system. Clove contains a lesser-known compound called beta-caryophyllene, which interacts with specific receptors in the brain to reduce anxiety, improve mood, and support restful sleep. Chronic stress, mental fatigue, and poor sleep are silent saboteurs of vitality. They weaken the immune system, impair circulation, and disrupt hormonal rhythm. When the nervous system is soothed through natural agents like clove, the body begins to shift from survival mode back into restoration mode. This transition allows natural healing processes to function properly, and over time, it leads to greater stamina, sharper cognition, and more consistent energy. The oral health aspect of clove use is also crucial and often overlooked. The mouth is one of the most direct pathways to systemic health. When gums are inflamed or infected, bacteria can enter the bloodstream and trigger widespread inflammation that affects the heart. blood vessels, and even reproductive organs. Chewing clove releases its antibacterial oils directly onto the gums, neutralizing harmful microbes and reducing inflammation at the source. This not only improves oral hygiene and freshens breath, but also lowers systemic inflammatory markers. Within a week of regular use, many people notice reduced gum bleeding, cleaner breath, and improved taste sensitivity. These are external signs of deeper internal benefits, proof that circulation and immune function are being strengthened simultaneously. A major advantage of this method is its simplicity. The process requires no special preparation, equipment, or supplements, just 2 or 3 whole cloves, preferably organic. The key lies in the way they are used. Place a clove toward the back of the mouth, bite down gently until it cracks, and allow the oils to release slowly. The taste is strong, earthy, and slightly numbing. That's the eugenol beginning to act. For 30 seconds, let the oil spread naturally, breathing gently through the nose to encourage absorption. Then chew softly for another 30 seconds before swallowing or discarding the remains. This mindful minute becomes a small ritual of restoration. 60 seconds, dedicated entirely to reawakening the body's natural rhythm. Consistency is essential. Practicing this twice daily produces the best results: once in the morning before breakfast and once in the evening about an hour before bed. The morning session jumpstarts circulation and sharpens mental focus, providing steady energy throughout the day without the jitteriness of caffeine. The evening session calms the nervous system, lowers cortisol, and supports deep, restorative sleep, the period when testosterone and growth hormone are naturally released. This gentle rhythm between activation and restoration mirrors the body's ideal biological cycle and is key to sustainable results. Within the first week, many individuals report a subtle but undeniable sense of awakening, a slight warmth in the chest, improved mood, and more restful sleep. By the second week, clarity of thought improves, morning energy becomes more stable, and emotional resilience increases. After a month of consistency, most notice tangible results: stronger circulation, longer-lasting energy, and renewed sexual vitality. These changes are not the result of artificial stimulation, but of the body's systems returning to their natural balance. Beyond its individual effects, clove serves as a catalyst for broader lifestyle improvements. It's not a replacement for good habits, it enhances them. Combining this practice with daily movement, balanced nutrition, and quality sleep multiplies its benefits. Even simple changes, such as walking 20 minutes a day, can amplify circulation gains. Hydration supports the detoxifying effects of improved blood flow. A dark, quiet sleeping environment enhances hormonal recovery overnight. Together, these actions form a holistic cycle of renewal, where small, intentional habits compound into transformative results. From a scientific standpoint, clove's effects are remarkably versatile. Its antioxidants neutralize free radicals that damage cells and accelerate aging. Its anti-inflammatory properties reduce the burden on the immune system and vascular walls. Its antimicrobial qualities defend against oral and digestive infections. It supports digestive enzymes and helps regulate blood sugar levels, making it particularly beneficial for older adults managing metabolic changes. The more consistently the body receives these natural compounds, the more its systems stabilize and synchronize. One of the least discussed yet most profound aspects of clove's influence is its impact on the body's microcirculation, the fine network of tiny blood vessels that deliver oxygen and nutrients to every cell. Over time, poor diet, stress, and inactivity cause these vessels to stiffen and narrow. The result is slower healing, fatigue, and reduced vitality. Eugenol helps relax these capillaries, restoring their flexibility and responsiveness. This subtle improvement often manifests as warmer hands and feet, sharper mental alertness, and improved skin texture. It's a quiet rejuvenation happening at the cellular level. It's important to understand that natural restoration takes time. Just as strength builds through repetition, biological balance returns through steady, consistent signaling. Clove's effectiveness depends not on intensity, but on regularity. Skipping days interrupts the cumulative effect. Daily commitment reinforces the body's memory, training it to maintain optimal circulation and hormonal balance on its own. This is why the practice of chewing cloves should become as routine as brushing teeth, a non-negotiable moment of self-maintenance. For those who have relied for years on synthetic energy boosters or medications, the transition to natural methods may feel slow at first. but the difference lies in sustainability. Artificial stimulants push the body, natural methods teach it. They do not override the system, they restore it. Over time, reliance on external stimulants diminishes because the body begins producing its own energy more efficiently. The restored vitality feels grounded, not forced, a steady hum of strength rather than a temporary spark. There is also a psychological dimension to this practice. The act of consciously engaging with a natural element, holding it, tasting it, breathing with it creates mindfulness. It reestablishes the connection between the body and the mind. Too often, modern routines separate the two, turning health into a series of mechanical actions. But when one pauses to chew a clove slowly and deliberately, it becomes a small act of awareness, a reminder that healing and strength are not distant ideals but present possibilities. For men and women over 60, this reconnection is vital. Many feel trapped by the cultural narrative that aging equals decline. They internalize the idea that fatigue, low libido, and poor circulation are inevitable. Yet the human body remains adaptive at any age. What it needs is a signal, a consistent reminder that it's still capable of repair. Clove provides that signal gently, safely, and naturally. The improvements may begin subtly but deepen with every passing week, reaffirming that age does not define potential. The deeper truth is that vitality has less to do with youth and more to do with circulation, balance, and energy management. When those are restored, life itself feels renewed. Conversations become livelier, work feels less tiring, intimacy feels more natural. Mental fog lifts. These are not coincidences, they are the cumulative effect of improved oxygenation, balanced hormones, and calmer nerves. The body and mind work in harmony again, just as they were designed to. To integrate this practice effectively, consistency and mindfulness are key. Choose a specific time each day, morning and evening, and treat it as a sacred appointment with your own well-being. Keep the cloves visible in your kitchen or nightstand as a gentle reminder. Approach each session not as a chore but as a signal of renewal. As you chew, breathe deeply, visualizing warmth spreading through your body, awakening every vessel and cell. The mind-body connection amplifies the physiological effect, reinforcing the healing response. What begins as a minute-long ritual can evolve into a cornerstone of daily vitality. Over time, this small action becomes symbolic, a statement that one's health and energy are not governed by age but by intention. Every clove chewed is an affirmation that strength can return, that clarity can deepen, and that natural balance can be restored without synthetic aid. For anyone beginning this journey, patience is essential. The body you have now is the result of years of patterns, some supportive, others harmful. Real transformation doesn't come from a single act, but from steady repetition. Think of it as tending a fire. The first spark may seem weak, but with regular fuel and care, it grows stronger, warmer, and self-sustaining. Clove is that spark, small, consistent, yet capable of rekindling the inner fire of vitality. There will always be skeptics who dismiss such simplicity, believing only in complex solutions. Yet time and again, science confirms what traditional wisdom already knew. The body's design is self-healing when given the right inputs. Cloves, natural oils, antioxidants, and compounds align perfectly with that design. They work with the body, not against it, restoring what was lost gradually and sustainably. This is not about defying age, it's about embracing it with strength and clarity. It's about realizing that vitality is not the privilege of youth, but the reward of consistency. The small daily act of chewing cloves becomes a declaration of self-respect, a conscious choice to nurture energy, balance, and inner strength without dependency on artificial aids. So tonight, as you stand in your kitchen or sit quietly before bed, reach for 2 whole cloves. Hold them in your hand for a moment. Recognize their simplicity. These tiny buds carry within them the essence of restoration, nature's quiet signal to awaken what has long been dormant. Place them in your mouth, bite gently, let the oils spread, and breathe deeply. In that single minute, you are not just chewing a spice, you are communicating with your body, reminding it of what it already knows, that it was made to heal, to strengthen, and to thrive. Do this again tomorrow, and the next day, until it becomes second nature. With each passing week, you'll notice subtle transformations, deeper sleep, steadier energy, calmer focus, and renewed confidence. These are not coincidences. They are the body's way of saying thank you. Thank you for listening, for trusting, for returning to nature's rhythm. In the end, the secret to vitality was never hidden in a laboratory or trapped in a capsule. It has been in your kitchen all along, waiting quietly for you to remember its power. One small clove, chewed mindfully for 60 seconds, twice a day. No hype, no gimmicks, just a natural reminder that the body still remembers how to heal itself. All it needs is your willingness to begin.